Lume Cube Light Stand T60. Here's the box. This is what it looks like. I'm going to compare this to a couple other of these mono stand with a small foot on the bottom stands that I have, but this is a Lume Cube that I just bought. Lume Cube, I think they make pretty good products. I've had a couple of their other products. They're smaller lights, which I sort of like, and I wanted to test out their staff, bow staff, or this one, because this is their, I think out of their lineup so far, as of the recording of this video, this is their sturdiest stand. And the way that this is heavier than I thought it was going to be too, which is a good thing. It looks like a single stick that could be used as a weapon maybe, but there's a button here that releases the legs or the feet. Push that in, that opens up, and you have a really wide spread, and then you can just twist and extend this out, and then to lock it, you turn it the other way, and then it locks. This is not movable. You can't remove this part here, but there is some cushion here. This goes up and down so it accepts different sizes and also locks it in better when you put a camera or a light on here. You have to screw this on like this. This is not a removable head ball mount. It's not a ball mount. It can only tilt. It doesn't pan. You cannot pan this. So this is what it looks like with a GoPro. Put that down. And that's on there pretty sturdy. That's on there pretty well. And you could turn it or tilt it up and down. And for this size, that's all you need. I was worried that since there's no knob here to control the tension of the tilt, I thought that this is going to wear out over time, but so far it seems pretty sturdy and tight. It's strong enough to keep this up. All right, so you would use it for that purpose. Last device I will test out on this is what other people would use this for, and that's a 360 camera. Here's a Insta360 One X2. This is the second version. And let me put this on. And this, I think, is what a lot of people might use this for, to have their 360 cameras. So if you work in real estate, you do real estate videos, and you want to have a 360 of an apartment or a house in a room, you just set this up, and then it will pick up 360. I prefer Insta360's, their branded pole. I think that's better, but this could work too. So now let me compare this Lume Cube stand to two other stands that I have that are at different prices. I believe this Lume Cube one is about, it's under $70. But here's one that is pretty cheap. This is a Smatree. And I'll put a link to this below. It doesn't have its, I don't know where there's a model number. But on this one, this is much thinner, but it has a pretty wide spread legs, and these you can screw on and off. And then it has an actual ball mount with tension lever that hasn't been holding up well over time, but it has one, so you have more range of motion. You can't put heavier devices on here like you can with the Lume Cube. The Lume Cube can hold heavier devices. This one cannot. I wouldn't go above a GoPro for this, or the 360 camera. And you open it the same way. You turn, you twist, and you extend. I'll extend it to, this one doesn't extend as far up. I think that's as far, oh, that's as far as it goes. Doesn't even fit in the frame of this video. This is a cheap one though. This is, I think it's like, I don't know, $30 or so. The price fluctuates on that one. And the last one I'll show is Manfrotto. Manfrotto, they've been around. They're a recognizable brand. This is a 360 VR stand. designed specifically for 360 cameras. This one has no movement on the top. It's just a solid 1/4 inch thread up here. So you need to screw in a ball mount if you want it that way. But this has a much sturdier, heavier base that can detach, so you can use this just as a pole. But once this is screwed on here, you can extend the legs to give it a bigger footprint. Although the feet here, they're not, even when extended, they're not as wide as the Lume Cube. Here's the Lume Cube's feet all spread out, and here is the Manfrotto's one. So the Lume Cube has a bigger base, and there's a lot of weight on here. This one is sturdy, but now that I'm holding it, I think there's more weight on the Lume Cube. So this is the MK Con VR. This one doesn't have a twisty, thank goodness. I don't like the twist. And this opens up like that. And there that one is. Okay, I kind of have all these at the same length. Here's the Smatree. Test how the wiggling. The Manfrotto. And the Lume Cube. Huh, why is the Manfrotto so wiggly here? Let me figure this out. Yeah, just, it's physics. So the Smatree, more wiggly. Yeah, the Lume Cube, it's very sturdy. It's very strong for that single mount there. So if you're in the market, you're looking for a single stand like that, this Lume Cube, pretty good. I'm impressed by the Lume Cube. It's collapsible. Collapse it back in. Oh, you could also hold it as a stand on its own too if you want to have it. I wouldn't use this as a boom pole for microphones, but you could. And if it's a small microphone, there you go. Cool device. Very handy. This can be very handy.